What up, what up, what up, what up?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Here.
But my advice is always been this. Get your foot in the door, then you fuck shit up.
Of course.
You don't fuck shit up from the lawn, because then people
Play
lock
the game first, then you change
You
the
don't
game.
fuck shit up.
Even elderly advice to us.
Yes, because when you fuck up shit on the lawn, people lock the door.
Hey,
and
get
call
off
the
my
cops.
lawn.
You get in the house, then you fuck shit up.
Maybe
and
when you're on the
in.
lawn,
Hey, that's
people
a
just
black
ask
joke.
me what I'm doing.
$5.
You can have the $5. I'm just saying.
So you know,
it was worth every penny.
Black jokes are $5, and they're 10 if I'm offended. Keep going.
My God, you'd be rich if you were on the Schulz show.
I get
On
offended.
Flagrant, if you were on Flagrant, you'd be a rich man.
Didn't you just see him?
I did just see him.
We gotta
Let
go
me
see
tell
him
you-
live.
How was
Tell
that
you
show?
so-
Wait, AC?
AC and
Oh,
Borgata,
you went to see him without us?
Nice.
Wasn't that the
It was
plan
a
that we were gonna go
present.
together?
It was a present. It was a birthday present.
That's
A Christmas
amazing.
present.
I want to see
Hold
Schultz
on, is it
so
from who
bad.
I think it's from?
Amanda.
She's awesome.
I'm actually
Wait,
upset.
Amanda.
Let me ask
You
you.
officially get a 3-point shot from Genius. NBA playoffs. That's a swish. You know why? Because that's literally his favorite comedian.
She knew.
Right now.
Like I
Yeah.
think women like
Yeah.
they don't get it.
This
Like
is the third comedian she
women
bought me
gives-
tickets
I know,
to.
but this
Wow.
is the one. This
Wow.
is next is Bill Burr, and I want a ticket.
I've already seen him though, but yeah.
Really?
He's
Twi-
seen
I've
Bill
seen
Burr
him
a few
twice.
times.
Yeah, 2 or
Yeah.
3 times actually.
What the fuck was
Yeah.
that?
A while ago.
Yeah, years
Oh,
ago.
okay.
Let me ask you though, like, because we definitely watched a lot of Schultz. We reacted to a lot of Schultz stuff. How was his big
Wonderful.
show?
Wonderful.
Yeah, but he's a super
Is he
fan.
just as good at
it's
the big
same
show?
thing.
Just bigger.
It's just big. He still talks to the people in the crowd. But the one thing that stood out to me was, dude, there was a fucking 80-year-old in a wheelchair. There was 2 old ladies, black people, Puerto Ricans, Hindus, fucking. It was the
So
McDonald's
basically-
diverse crowd. It was that diverse. Except the difference between that is he'll use every slur in the book besides the N-word to make fun, like just as jokes. And he's amazing that he can make fun of black people, white people, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Indians, and everyone laughs. Like, I don't think people understand how important, like, I realized the importance of Schultz to comedy when I was at that show.
Wow, you're actually elevating him. That's
I go.
I mean,
one-
listen,
that's a
I-
one
you gotta
line
understand, man.
I'm going to agree with JP here
Gene.
only because.
No,
it's-
I'm a fan.
All
though.
right, let's.
You just forcefully entered him in the cuffs of the GOAT conversation.
Gene, real quick, yes, and this is what I was
I just
about
want
to
you to
bring
know
up. When we talk about goats,
Yes.
right? Just because someone is alive in a new era, is alive in the same time, right, as a goat, doesn't mean that they can't get GOAT status in their new era. Am I making sense? You understand
You're
what I'm saying?
making sense, but
right, like Dave Chappelle's the GOAT. We can all
Facts.
agree with that.
Right.
Chappelle
Arguably,
Show.
some people will argue that no, it's Richard Pryor or
No,
it's Eddie
no,
Murphy,
Sure,
right?
sure,
no,
but
it's Dave Chappelle.
I agree with
Agreed.
you. But again, in that era when Chappelle wasn't on stage, they were.
At
you know,
one
he
point,
was.
No.
So
someone's gotta
we'll give
be-
it to him, right? Overall, I agree, though. Just for argument's sakes, right here, Chappelle's the GOAT, right? Okay.
Yes.
Could Schultz be? Well, I mean, the definition that we've always talked about when you get into GOAT status is what, right? Like Michael Jordan changed the game of basketball. You know, Lawrence Taylor changed the game of football. Tiger
Right.
Woods changed the game of golf, right? Schultz, in a way, changed the game of comedy. During the lockdowns, he made stand-up comedy, quick, fast, punchline humor become viral and become popular.
He changed the
to
game
the
on
point where
social.
that's how people do comedy.
You
You know
know,
what I'm saying?
He's like,
Nobody was doing those videos until Schultz did it.
Listen, and Joe Rogan even gives him that.
And now mad people are doing that
Yes,
stuff. Like,
absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? So Schultz deserves his props
He's
or
on
his
the up.
rose for
He's
that
on the up
right
and up.
there.
I mean, he sold out. Radio City Music Hall, 2
Amazing.
shows,
Amazing.
2 shows in a day, 6,000 a piece.
Amazing. He deserves it.
I'm going to tell you this.
Dude's the man.
I don't want to take anything away from him. But to be a GOAT, like, there's a difference between doing something revolutionary. Because you can do something revolutionary within a sport or a craft. Now, what makes you a GOAT is the impact of that revolution. So to put that in perspective,
Okay.
Michael Jordan is the best mid-range basketball player that ever played. Like he didn't shoot threes. He did all that shit inside, dunking.
Yeah.
Steph Curry is gonna be a GOAT because he redefined the long ball, right? Lawrence Taylor redefined the linebacker position, and
Made
not only did he redefine
made the
it,
blind side
yes,
tackle.
like he redefined
the highest.
he
highest paid.
redefined both sides of that equation of the coin. So
Right.
basically, people got people that were like him, and then they got people to stop people like him.
Right.
So
Tiger Woods.
So-
they made golf courses longer.
exactly.
Yeah, which made
Harder.
it even more harder for the people he was beating.
So,
that
like-
was so
Which-
dumb if you think about it.
So
Right
like,
after
what
this,
Schultz did
tell you about my
is
golf game.
what we're doing right now is we're giving flowers to someone as it's happening, which is
Right.
okay.
I wouldn't say
I
he's
have
the
to-
GOAT.
I
I'm
have
not
to
saying.
see-
I'm
no, no,
not
I know what you
saying
mean.
that.
I have to see what will happen with the blueprint he's created. Because
Right.
you're right. He put out the
Sure.
fucking blueprint. This is it. Now, how many people jump on it? How many people execute it?
Here's the thing about
will
people
be
getting
the
on
legacy.
it. All right, here's the thing about
Right. How many new comics are going to
But here's the
adapt
thing
his
about-
style? Start doing more crowd
Exactly.
control.
well, crowd work
Crowd
has
work,
been
you know.
Big J
No, I know,
Okerson's been
but-
doing that forever.
yes.
and Big Air
Okay.
Joke is he's one of the
Yeah, fair enough.
one of the best.
Fair enough.
But and now Akash Singh, who's one of his guys, he does it very well. Akash is actually awesome. He's
Yeah,
the
but
Indian
he's-
dude. He's awesome.
He's a Schultz guy.
Right, but
You know,
you
like
go.
he's but
One
I
point
like
to
what I
Schultz.
like. See, the thing is, like, so they have another guy, the other guy, Mark, the long, with the
Yeah,
long
yeah,
hair.
yeah.
He opens for him.
oh, no kidding.
He's doing a similar type jokes with that edginess, but for some reason, like the crowd liked him. I thought he was good, but it didn't
JP,
hit the
opening
same
act
way.
is never as good as this.
No, it's not the point. The point is
I get what you're saying.
he's doing
Yeah.
Schultz's brand, but Schultz, the reason something about Andrew Schultz is maybe the way
It's
he
his
says it.
charisma.
It's his charisma. It's the way he talks. He gets away with, and you know what I truly think it is? It's that he's so knowledgeable about so many different cultures.
Yes.
That he can go do a deep dive.
Yes.
Like
Well,
he always talks about that Hindu one with the bracelet, and he says,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
now they just use it to rest it on the steering wheel of the
Yeah,
cab
yeah,
driver."
yeah.
But he knew the history of it.
Sure.
Like that.
Well, think about
that
where
clip-
he grew up.
Right, Manhattan. But that clip blew him up in the Indian Hindu community.
Well,
it blew him
right.
up in that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now he has tons of Indian people that go to his shows because he knows about them.
Well, one of
And
the
they
biggest,
love that.
one of
They
the best
love it.
things there is that I'm sure, you know, again, from the first time that you brought him to us, right? I not for a second, maybe Gene did, maybe you can answer this too, but not for a second did I not believe him.
That's what I
Right.
was.
He's so believable.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like he has this swag and this charisma,
Brilliant.
you know, on about him, and maybe that's what it is. It's he's so knowledgeable that you're like,
Well, now you know
Yo,
what
dude,
Charlemagne.
I believe you.
Charlemagne
you know,
brought
like-
him up early. He just knew. Charlemagne
Yeah.
saw that shit. Fucking.
Well,
6
I'll tell you
years
this:
ago.
you guys nailed it anyway, because the more knowledgeable comedians, the better they are. Because George
Yeah.
Carlin, knowledgeable guy.
Super smart.
Dave
Dave
Chappelle,
Chappelle.
knowledgeable guy. Chris Rock in his prime had newspapers in the limo.
Brilliant.
Yeah, sure.
Knowledgeable guy. So now here we go. Andrew Schultz, modern day, knowledgeable guy. Like, because comedy, the best jokes have some truth in them. So you gotta have some truth. You
Yeah.
gotta have some info.
Yeah.
It's like he's a different brand than like Bill Burr and Tom Segura and even Sebastian. Sebastian's more of a cultural. Italians are gonna go see him probably for the rest of his life. He'll just sell shit out.
Schultz
because of
like
Italians.
got his hood card. Is like that's what it is, you know. So he's able to dive into into any spot and talk about any culture
right.
because he does it in a respectful, disrespectful way. You know what I'm saying? Like if that makes sense.
And
He
I'll also tell
it's
you
just
this.
another level, man.
I personally, and I guess I think we all agree on this. We are the intellect comedian guys. We're not the fall on the floor guys.
Right.
And
Like, dude, his bit about trannies is still like one of the greatest.
yes, and he's good about
things
that. Like that's
ever.
what I
he
like.
does.
But go ahead.
Um,
Where are we going?
well, you know what?
But no, you're 100% right about that too. Like I never really thought of that either.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I like the dumb comedy. I think
I
know,
do
like
too,
I
but
like
it's not-
the Will Ferrells
but it's
not
and
like-
but
like
it's not
those
timeless.
movies are great. Those are.
It's not timeless. I'll give you an example. The other day.
What do you mean it's not
True story.
timeless? Old school's not timeless.
No, it's
Anchorman's
funny.
not timeless. Like
It's funny. Timeless is The other day, I watched fucking True Story. I watched fucking Dave Chappelle and Charlie Murphy, and I watched the whole Rick James, and I laugh harder now than when I first saw it. Like the details that I caught now, I'm like, yo, like he goes, you would think after we brush his legs, that'd be the last time he'll ever do wrong.
Oh yeah, wrong.
Like, I didn't realize how funny that part is. Like, because I'm so caught up in the fuck your couch. Fuck your couch.
Yeah, of course,
The
of course.
quotables, but if like, and the thing is, like,
The
Anchorman
quotables.
is funny. I can tell right now the race car one is fucking. I
Talladega
believe
Nights.
that's timeless.
Yeah,
Because
Talladega Nights
I
is something
piss
that I will
excellence.
watch.
Like he fucking
Yes.
throws these one-liners
Yeah.
nonstop in that movie. You know, but I'll give you an example, and this is one of my favorite movies.
But I mean, my
Dodgeball,
question.
but it's not timeless.
But is that like the dumb, mindless, fall on the floor humor that you're
Which
talking
one?
about? Those movies,
Yes.
Talladega Nights,
Yes.
Dodgeball, that falls in
those
that
are
category.
those are.
Yeah, but we're talking about movies. That's different than
But
comedians.
but you know what? It's
I know what you're gonna try and it's
no,
not
it
the same.
is different, but it's
It's not
Well, then,
the same.
all right. How do you
Because
grade
delivery is the same.
comedians? How do you grade comedians on like that
know what?
same
You know how-
level? Like,
So-
what
so, all right,
comedian
so
is like
Bill
a
Burr-
dumb fall on the floor, yucca yucca?
Kevin
funny?
Hart.
Kevin Hart.
I hate
Absolutely,
to go
Okay.
there,
Kevin
but
Hart.
Kevin Hart is a legendary, the best ever fall on the floor comedian.
Gotcha.
Like stupid,
Because
dumb.
there's never
He
been,
plays dumb.
He's
Like,
never.
Oh yeah, I was at it.
There's
And he
not
like makes
one-
fun of
Yeah.
himself.
There's
Yeah.
not one Kevin Hart joke that you can reference that has a deep, layered meaning where you're like thinking about it days later.
Right,
But
got
you can
you.
watch him and laugh
And
over
laugh.
and over again.
Sure.
Right.
But-
Okay. I like that.
But
I
when
like
you
where
hear like Andrew Schultz in the tranny joke, it's like that sticks because it's real.
it makes you think.
Yes. Like,
You're
it
like, yo,
fucking
really?
sticks.
Like,
Like Bill Burr.
We do. We just shorten shit and add a Y. Like,
Yeah.
that's what we do.
Like Bill Burr telling me that he wants to depopulate the planet sticks. Because I'm like, shit. Someone that like him.
and just the way he wants to do it is
Yeah.
genius.
Like, shit.
yeah. Yeah.
Again.
Okay, I'm sorry
feel
for
me?
for dragging that on, but yeah, no, I like that. That's a good that's a good
breakdown.
breakdown there. Yeah, for sure.
So
I
I
didn't
wanna-
drink coffee today for you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but energy
you're-
drinks. You heard.
yes, you are in just
But guess what
different
happened?
form.
I had to wrap my head.
It's an
Before,
iced
all right,
tea
before
form.
we move on and we go through our topics here, I had a stellar game of golf yesterday.
Oh, really?
I played for the first time ever
Can I
here
get a
on Long
timeout?
Island, Cherry Creek. It's the second longest course on the island. The last
And you had the
hole,
longest hair on the course.
Without a
Oh,
doubt.
without
Probably
doubt.
ever in the
Ever,
history of
ever.
that.
bro, I walked into that pro shop
gonna
and
say in the
everyone
history.
looked at me. And I paid for everyone's round. So then, like, after, you know what I mean? Like, I paid for everything. It was my cousin's birthday, so I paid for everything. And then the old jowls started.
right,
Okay, hello, he's got a collared shirt on and clean pants.
They're like
Okay,
a
how are you?
drag.
All
Okay.
right. So how was your game?
It was great. I brought it up because I know you've never experienced this because I just experienced this. A par 6.
Ooh, that would
The
that'd
last
be that's
hole.
a different evening right
The
there.
last hole at Cherry Creek is a par 6.
fuck
I
all
didn't
of
even.
that.
I don't think that exists but they did it. They made it a par 6. It's like 690 something yards,
That's like
and I parred it.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I parred it.
a couple of drives.
I was
eh?
I was
How you
putting birdie.
doing?
I was putting birdie. If I clean up my second shot on that hole, I'm putting for eagle. And oh yeah, no, it was
Big shot with the Dready.
no,
Dready golfer.
hold on. Let's not go there, okay? It was a wonderful day of golf. Everyone played well. It was probably my worst scorecard I've had in a long time. It was also the first day out, and it was a very hard course. So we're gonna all go back there at the end of September and see where we're at.
Get a couple rounds of Top Golf in there. Kind of.
Yep.
I went to Top Golf on Friday.
I may go.
Cool,
and,
right? Tell me that place isn't fucking dope.
Bro, it's
I'm
like
going this Friday.
dude, the Angry Birds, Angry Birds is
Angry
the
Birds?
shit.
It's just the way you play. You can play the game with the screen. It's pretty cool. Now think about
It's
this.
cool.
Think about this.
It's overpriced,
This-
but it's cool.
Think about this now,
Overpriced, how much
Musk.
is it?
Think about Musk now. Put fucking AR glasses on,
Nope, I'm out.
and you can see everything.
Yeah, okay.
Now you're back in.
Yeah, I'm
you're
back
welcome.
in.
How you doing?
I'm
How you
back
been?
in with
Speaking
that.
of Musk,
Yes.
he's officially Twitter's owner.
He is. They fun. No.
I saw a tweet from someone saying that, saying if Elon Musk owns Twitter, I'm leaving Twitter is the new. If Trump wins, I'm
leaving the
moving to
country.
Canada.
Yep. It was a great meme. You know the when
just-
Trump
Yeah,
wins the
Oh,
that girl,
yeah.
right? It was like
When the-
I'm
yes.
moving to Canada. You know, oh shit, what was it? I'm moving to Canada.
You get it, man. You
Yeah,
get it.
we get it.
Doo-doo-doo.
I'm trying to think of what the middle one was.
So he owns it now. That's a big. That's
Yeah,
it's-
congrats, man.
We'll see. We'll see if it changes much. I think the only thing that's going to change is, he made a statement like I think one of his tweets was saying, when a major news paper prints a story about the truth and it still gets banned, their Twitter thing still gets banned. It's kind of gross.
Well, he tweeted something like something about discourse and integrity.
Yeah, like I said,
Like,
all we do
listen,
is see. We can see.
I'm
We'll
gonna
see
tell you
what
right now.
happens. People think he's going to start blocking people.
Here's the
and
thing.
I don't think he's gonna.
No.
It's tough. I want to support a billionaire that somehow is trying to do the right thing, but it's like I'm waiting for
The shoe to drop?
because it's like, but realistically, he doesn't need any more money, so he can actually run this correctly.
Well, he doesn't really own
So-
a house.
That's what I'm saying. So
He doesn't own anything.
he doesn't need to. It's not like this is for profit, because the problem with all social media is for profit. So if he brings it back down to just for use, it'll
Well,
be.
this is what I read today was that so the idea of this is to essentially make Twitter, I guess, like a non-for-profit and make it more of a like public service, like a utility.
It's just funny how people
Essentially.
get so fucking mad.
But
It's
JP,
just like- it's
you know
just
why? You know why people
hilarious.
get mad? Because
It's
you have
just
to
funny.
understand.
It's like, who
You go to
cares?
sleep, you work 40 hours a week. In today's economy, you work 2 jobs, so you're probably working 60, 70 hours a week. And then you wake up and a billionaire just buys a social media thing, and you have.
That's not why they're mad.
Yeah, it is.
No,
because
it's not.
He has full control. He has money that
Yeah,
they
they're
don't
mad
have.
because they hate him.
Because he's
For
a
no
billionaire.
reason.
No, it's not for no reason, guys.
is.
No,
It's-
no, it's not even the billionaire thing. Yes, they hate him for that. Sure. But it's also because
GP, they hate
he
him.
likes the free speech. There's people
No
that
one hates
want
free speech.
yes. There's people that are saying that Twitter needs censorship. It needs to be guided.
You know,
it has
when-
to be.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why people.
Because
okay,
that's the only way it works in a
Hold on.
democracy. Rah, 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 rah.
I don't agree with that at all. You know that.
Exactly.
However, when people say they want parenting, we have gone through 6 years of disinformation. I will double back and go 20. I had a conversation with someone today.
I agree with that.
That says that she made me laugh. She goes, "We've had the same president since Ronald Reagan. They just all look different." And I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
And we talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
Obama killed
Really?
more people
You'd
than
put
any
Trump
other
in the
president.
whole thing?
Yes.
Not saying in a good way or a bad way. I'm saying
Trump is.
he's just
Trump
like
is-
he's the thumb, the sore
No,
thumb.
not at
of
all.
all
No,
of
I
it.
mean, if you
Trump is
really
just
look
an
at
alter
it,
ego.
Trump fell right into
fell right into it.
Oh, he did?
conservative
Okay.
Washington. Yeah.
Like,
you know.
like, and the point.
Like, he
is-
likes to talk like he's this drain the swamp, like.
But in the end, he didn't.
Listen,
Yeah, I know.
No, he
the
became
swamp
the swamp
is
man
as big
thing.
as it is, and it is what it is. It's like social media, like all of it. It's,
You ever gone down to the woolly swamp? Well, you better not go
I hear you.
at
We'll
night.
see. We'll see what he does. We'll see how he
I don't
turns
think
it
he's
out.
gonna do much. I think he's just gonna own
I,
it.
that's what I'm saying. I think. Well, no, I do truly believe he'll probably pull
Actually,
back
I'm lying.
on
He said
that.
he's gonna add more gadgets to the platform.
He's gonna add an edit button.
Yeah, I think he'll make that part work. The
Probably gonna stop the algorithm where you see a tweet from fucking 20 days ago mixed with a tweet. That whole algorithm thing. He might change that. He might give you the option.
I like.
the only way Twitter wins is if he makes it more visual.
Yes, I agree. I like the fact
We live in a
that
visual world. Not
I
really.
saw there's someone.
agree.
They took a screenshot and it's like day one of Elon Musk owning Twitter, still not back. And it was like, I guess what should be Trump's profile,
Oh,
right? Like it's like someone took a
I'll be honest
screenshot
with
of
you.
it and
he
it's
already
just like
said he doesn't want to come back.
who Trump?
Trump. Yeah,
Oh,
he put
that's
out a
good.
statement. He said, "I don't want to come back, even if why."
Because
Because a getter.
No, because the truth. It's
Truth.
his social media company. It's
Yeah,
his
but did that
social-
launch yet?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He said I'm going to be spending a lot of time on Truth, which is going to be my. So it's his. Of course. He's gonna
I'm going to download it.
He's not going to go to Twitter.
Let's see. Where is it? This is going to be fucking
Now,
great.
here's the problem.
Let's see if it's
Donald
available.
Trump having a social media platform.
What's it called?
Truth.
Man, the
Truth
guy
with
just
no
told you.
you?
I
get
know.
it. That's a good one. Truth with no you. I like it. I like what you did there.
Truth Social. That's what it's
There it
called.
is. Truth Social.
Newsmax. Oh, no. Truth Social.
Oh, Newsmax. I'll dump. Red flag.
Follow the truth.
Fucking red
Red
flag.
flag.
Oh,
Two
let's
red
see.
flags.
Let's see. Oh, my God. There's an app called Trump Tracker. That's fucking hilarious.
There should be an app called
All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
If
Good.
this whole thing is just nothing but stop the steal, I'm going to throw my phone.
Of course it's going to be.
I know. That's what
It's
that's
going to be
what's
obnoxious
upsetting.
as shit. It's too right.
Yeah, but-
too right is
Create
just as
an
bad as
account.
too
We'll do
left.
this later.
Yeah, but
Oh, God. It's like, it's
can
just
you
like,
blame
ugh.
him? He has a cult following.
Oh, no.
gotta
Believe
feed the
me.
cult.
Listen,
You
I
gotta
don't
know.
blame him. Make that fucking money, you crackhead.
Yeah, I want Trump to come back. We need this. We need him back.
Nah, he's too much for
Let's
me.
stir it up again.
It's too much stirring for me.
You know what?
I
This,
would have wanted him, but now I'm over it.
this is what it
Yeah.
is. No, here's the thing.
moved
Here's the
on.
thing. Here's the
Give me
thing.
some
This is
bullshit.
what would be fucking hilarious.
Ivanka, give me that.
Just picture this, right? Shit's still popping off over in Europe. Trump gets reelected.
And Putin stop.
Shit in Europe just stops.
That would be funny. Don't get me wrong.
Like you would see people's heads literally
yeah,
explode.
they would explode and people would die.
Explode.
People would have actual aneurysms and
That
just die.
that for me would be fucking hilarious.
I'm voting Republican.
We know.
I'm voting
He's gonna say it
Republican
every week now.
so
I love
that
it. It's
the
my
Democrats could go fuck themselves. Because guess what? You ain't black. Keep going.
all right. So Depp trial. Have you been seeing the outtakes? Of
Actually,
this?
because of you,
Because, dude,
I'm paying attention, and I
he's
blew
like
up.
Teflon Don
Hold on.
himself, bro.
I actually love the whole thing now.
it's a fucking.
I do
comedy
love
show.
it because
it's a comedy show.
I thought Jesse was crazy with toxic femininity. Like I understood it. I didn't think it was crazy, but I thought it was
Welcome,
crazy. You know what I
Gene.
mean? And I'm like,
The man club welcomes
I'm like
you.
Jesse's going.
Fucker.
I'm like Jesse's going over the edge, but like yo,
Is he though?
they psych. She's been diagnosed like with double shit. Like this bitch is bipolar. The bitch is crazy. And then guess what? What takes the cake for me? What takes the cake for me? Because we all grew up in a whatever patriarchal world or whatever you want to call the word, toxic masculinity. But toxic femininity is defined by me as a female fucking you up and then telling you, tell them they won't believe you. Like that right there is the definition of
privilege.
No. Privilege is fucking you up. Telling you
To
that
tell
I'm gonna
them.
fuck you up and tell them is
They're not
the
gonna believe you.
toxicity. Because fucking you up and the cops come like, I don't know what happened. It's like, oh wow, like we don't know what to do. Me telling you, call them. Go ahead.
They're not gonna believe you.
It's fucking
Yeah.
fucked
toxic.
up.
Yeah.
That right there is.
She cut his finger off.
I know, but
Like, I blew up on my wife. My wife is a lawyer, right? I blew up on her the other night after this because I'm like, I just don't understand. I was like, if there's one thing, because like it drives me insane, like how, like every court case except for the big one is televised, right? So like everyone can just see how fucking stupid our judicial system is. My wife took offense to that.
it's not.
in a
no,
sense,
I
right?
agree with it.
Possibly.
It's not stupid. It's archaic. But keep going.
Right, and that's what I said. I go. It just seems very barbaric. You know,
They wore wigs back in the days.
archaic is
Yeah.
definitely the word I
Yeah.
should have used.
Go back to her and be like,
But-
archaic. Just yell it at her and then go to
She'll
sleep.
know exactly what I'm saying. But she's like, like, what do you mean? I was like, I don't know. Like, my head feels like it's going to explode over these things because it's like just once. I want someone to stand up and be like, Your Honor, are we fucking serious here? She cut his finger off.
The end.
Like, cut and dry. Let me see your finger. Is it fucked up? Still fucked up. Like, what are we doing here?
I'll tell you what.
You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
it's just I don't understand
know what
like
the-
the charades. I mean, like I
You
get
do
it.
How
I
many
understand, but
shit in my bed memes
Bro.
before?
Right. Here's my crazy thing. I don't mean to
Go
cut you off because like this is like the one thing I have to say because
I
you
got
guys
it,
know
man.
how
Fucking-
I really feel about all of this. But
Got that rehab working.
the one thing that blows my mind is that And shit, because I thought of this on the way here, and like I meant to call Melissa and be like, let me get a female's perspective on this one.
Fuck that.
No,
That's even
fuck
better.
that.
Yes.
I'm with
She'll
JP.
learn it another
Get
time.
in trouble. Get in trouble. Get
Amanda
in
will be
trouble.
listening. She'll
Get in
tell
trouble.
me. Go.
So like, no, what I don't understand, it's really not bad. It's what I don't understand is how is there anyone who's on Amber Heard's side on this?
Are you crazy?
Like there is a vast amount of people
I'm gonna explain
that are
something.
like
Can I-
Johnny Depp is a turd.
Can I
You
tell
know,
you why?
like which I
It's
think
not
that's
that-
actually
it's not
I think
that
that's
many
actually kind of funny.
It's not that
You know,
many
like,
people.
that they're
Listen,
calling him a turd.
It's really not
you
that
know?
many people.
Listen,
I mean, well, is
Not
it?
that many.
I don't
No.
know. It seemed like it was.
You're
right?
you're on Amber Heard's fucking.
I'm
Amber Heard's
also
the
not
best
on
.com.
social media really though. Like I go
Bro.
on the Bars app and I post it to
I
Instagram and
think-
then it goes everywhere
the re-
else. That's all
okay.
I do.
The-
You know, like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I just for a second, like, even hearing all these things, how can anyone? You bring up the mental health issues, not even talking about that. I wish Godspeed in getting help and
what his best
figuring out
friend
your
said.
shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what I mean.
Okay,
It's the like you said. It's that toxic privilege that females have that they have over men. Like, go ahead, domestic violence. No one's gonna believe you. You know, like Lorena Bobbitt literally cut a dude's off, and
Dick. I think.
you know what it is?
Dick.
I'll tell you this.
I censor myself
when it
because
comes
I
to
have kids.
when it comes to toxic
happens.
femininity, they're playing the numbers. Because what happens is, how many guys have given a female a black eye? And I'm not making any slight of.
Say that
domestic
again?
violence. I'm not making any slight of domestic violence, but what I'm saying is
How many guys gave a female a black eye?
A black eye.
Yeah. So what I'm saying
So
is,
he said a black guy, and I was
No.
like, "Where are we going?"
no, this is
He's
not.
got his own numbers.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
So the point is,
no, right. Not
So women by the
taken
numbers,
away from that. That
those
happens.
extremists, not, I guess feminists, whatever, the extreme version of that, are looking at like, we've taken so many black eyes over the years.
Now it's your
If
turn.
we got to bury a Johnny Depp by mistake, fuck it, because we've
It's a fuck you, fuck me, fuck you situation.
exactly,
I
and
get
I
it.
think that
That's what you're seeing.
What we're trying to make people see, like what you're saying too, is Johnny Depp is a victim, and if it could happen to him, it's happening all around, and that's why Johnny Depp's so important, because this guy not only was a victim but lost money being a victim.
Sure.
Like, how much more can you lose? I'm going home. I'm getting mind fucked, getting really fucked, and then I go to work and I'm getting fucked.
Right,
Like, what the fuck?
right. It's an all around fuckery.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's
fuck from every angle.
fest.
Go ahead.
So Netflix.
Yeah. What's up?
Oof.
Oh yeah.
I want to talk about this.
They're
Netflix.
taking the
Ton of
fucking.
money,
They're
huh?
taking the fucking.
I want to talk about this Netflix.
taking-
Why?
Okay,
taking the-
I'll tell you why.
I know why too.
I'll tell you
Go
why.
on.
Why?
You can go
Jesse,
first.
the reason why Netflix is taking a hit is because, fuck it, I use someone else's password. I don't give a shit because I'm not paying for shit. So I call homeboys. I say, yo, what's your fucking Netflix password? I put it on my television, and that's how it goes.
That's
now,
not the only reason.
Now, I mean, I'm sure there's more, but I'll also tell you this. Netflix.
Son of a bitch. Netflix is gonna put a stop to
No,
that
no,
shit.
Of course they will, but
They are. They already got a plan to do it.
hold
That's-
on.
They're way ahead of you on that one.
But time out. I think that people
Well,
forget.
thanks for the use.
I think people forget that Netflix,
Hasn't been on in a while.
Netflix, and this is a good Ugiwara reference, enjoyed a very high wave, like during the pandemic.
Of course.
So what goes up must come down.
Right.
Like we were trapped at home, and we watched Ozark, Money Heist. What else was there? You name the big
Money
ones.
Heist was the big one.
Stranger-
that time.
Tiger King.
Stranger
Tiger King,
Things,
Stranger
Things, and I hate to.
You know, I've never
call,
seen Stranger Things. I
Oh, I
know.
love
have
it.
I.
I love it.
heard
and,
was
and
good.
I hate to
Fucking love
call
it.
out Netflix, but like the creativity stopped once we flooded them. The level of writing
But why did it stop?
went.
Because here's
dramatic.
Here's where my thing comes in.
I want a new pandemic.
Here's.
I do too.
Shut your face.
I didn't
I
get.
do-
I didn't get
Here's-
to enjoy it like everyone
down.
else did.
I'm
down.
I worked
not.
my douche off.
I'm
not
down.
that sorry.
On the fucking-
Here's the
Someone
problem.
called Donald Trump and China.
Here's the problem. It's the binge mentality. As much as you guys might
Sure.
love
I
it,
agree.
it's not working because what's happening is they're giving you everything.
More
You're
drugs.
watching the whole thing
I need more drugs.
in a little bit.
More
So
drugs.
yeah, we got these great shows, but we're finishing it in 2 days.
Yes, more drugs.
And they're not 23 episodes.
I know, but JP.
They're 8 episodes at the most. So now like you said, more drugs.
More drugs.
So, all right, there's no background entertainment on it anymore.
I'm with you.
All of it's gone.
I'm with
What
you,
do
but
you mean?
So
I
there's
get what he's saying.
everyone has a show that you put on when you're doing something. A lot of people have that. I put Family Guy on.
sports. I put other
Okay.
sports.
I put
thing.
sports, but like
Okay, yeah.
they don't really have as many. They got a few like NCIS. I'll throw on or whatever.
You know what? Now that you're saying
in
this,
order.
you're right.
Friends
There's
is
Law and Order.
gone.
There's
yeah,
been so
all
many
that
times that
The
I'd
Office
be
is
sitting there
gone.
at night and I'm like,
Seinfeld.
I guess, you know,
Seinfeld's there
let me-
now.
I'll watch something real quick. And then you're like, the amount of time it takes you to choose something that's not going to be that long, your time is already chewed up. So then you don't watch anything. Or I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll just go to bed.
Or you put on something that
Well,
you're used to.
listen.
Be
Okay.
nostalgic about.
Listen.
It's like a comfort.
Okay, so
It's a background thing.
here's what I'm-
Nostalgic thing.
Here's what I'm gonna say to you, because I'm not disagreeing with you. You probably hit that right on the head, but Netflix had the attention, supply and demand. They had the followers, the viewers. They had us all in a box. It was their job to produce and to get more writers into the fold and create. Listen, if I listen to you because you create, like for example, you guys are a band, not a cover band. So I listen to you guys because you create while other people just recycle.
Right.
So when I watch a regular cable thing that shows me the same movies I've seen a million times, CBS, TNT, blah, blah, as opposed to a Netflix that's creating, the pressure's on you to create.
You know what else is the
And
problem?
they got
Yeah.
complacent with
Sure.
the
Now, here's
creativity.
another problem.
So now they are the same as that.
I agree. I would still
create.
subscribe to
Give me
Netflix
more
for just
Ozark.
Netflix originals.
Yes, give me more
100%.
Ozark.
But they've gone downhill.
Are you
Netflix
kidding me?
originals.
The Tinder swindler, amazing. I saw.
Think about like what
No,
Ricky
no,
Gervais
that's
said a
not-
few years ago.
That's not. That's
He's
movie.
right
That's
on.
not. The
not
Tinder
serious.
Swindler is a documentary. They always kill in a documentary.
Yes.
It's
So-
actually not that hard to kill in a documentary.
keep going.
Here's the problem.
Money
and
heist.
I
Keep
heard this
going.
this take on actual another podcast. I actually heard it on Flagrant, and I liked it so much that I want to repeat it.
We could steal it. They could get it.
I want it. I want to repeat it because it was important. It's a good one. There's no cultural community in Netflix for longer than a weekend. If you have a show like Tiger King, okay, after a week, 2 weeks, it's done.
No,
No
but
one
that's
cares
that's
anymore.
what Gene and I are saying here.
Right,
Like,
but
a
you
show
have-
like Ozark, you have been glued to for years now.
Yeah, but how long did it take you to watch Ozark?
It takes you. I
It
mean,
takes
it
you 2
depends.
weeks.
If you started it
How many episodes?
per season, oh, I don't know.
8?
You put me on the
It's like
spot
8 to
here.
13.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that. But
Weekend, that's done. I've
Right.
done.
Okay,
I've killed
but-
Stranger Things.
okay, sure. What
in
I'm
one
saying
day.
is no. What I'm saying is sure you can kill season 1 of Ozark, but then you're waiting and you're patiently waiting for the next one to come
I
out.
haven't heard about. Yeah, no, you're not patiently waiting. That's the problem with Netflix. You got nothing. There's nothing to talk
Okay,
about.
but-
There's nothing
but
new.
but hold on, can I
You're
say one thing?
patiently waiting for a whole season of shit. That's not like
But-
we'll get it soon.
I
No.
like it
JB,
way better than
But JB, hold on.
not-
one episode
on.
a week.
Let
And
me-
then you
hold on,
gotta
hold
wait.
on, hold on.
And then one more episode the next week.
Yeah.
And then you gotta wait.
You like it better, but it's not good for business. It's actually terrible for the reasons
I
that
would-
you're saying.
I would,
Okay,
so
I would think otherwise.
Okay,
no,
JB.
no, because here's
You know what I do? Hold on, because
You got to understand something. When there's a great fucking show on, 1 week it happens. Everyone talks about that one episode. The next week, the next episode comes. I've been hearing about Moon Knight for over a month now. If Moon Knight would have came out a month ago, no one's talking about it anymore. No one. Not a single person.
Okay,
okay.
JB.
At
hold
all.
on.
Let me just say, as a consumer, right?
Sure.
The Walking Dead. My wife and I, we were into The Walking Dead
There was even an after show of
for
Walking Dead.
we
Correct?
never watched.
But doesn't matter. There was.
Yes, right? We watched Walking Dead the first 4 seasons religiously,
Okay.
right? And then you wait in a few months. Okay, it's back on.
Okay.
We're going to miss this weekend. We're going to miss it. And then all of a sudden we stopped watching The Walking Dead. And then we waited for them to get uploaded to Netflix.
Okay.
And then we watched The Walking Dead on Netflix.
But on streaming, they upload it, and you can watch it whenever you want. You don't miss because you can't watch it. It comes out on Wednesday. You can watch it on Thursday
Okay.
Where?
on Disney Plus. It comes out. So Moon Knight comes out on Wednesdays.
Right.
I don't
But
always get it
that's
on
if you
Wednesdays.
have a subscription to Disney Plus.
But if you have a subscription to Netflix,
Can I say something?
it would be smarter business-wise for them to not release everything at once because they don't have enough
okay,
content.
that's what you're
Can
saying.
I say something?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
wanna say
disagree.
something.
I get what you're saying on a business end because it keeps people coming back each week
Hold on.
to sign on to
Keeps it in
Netflix.
people's
but
minds.
People are doing it.
Hold on.
Holy shit! Did you see that last episode
No, but-
of Stranger Things?
Hold on.
Now it's. Did you see Stranger Things? Yeah, I killed it. It's done.
Hold on. I know, but time out.
Netflix started doing that,
Time
though.
out. Because, hold on. In business, the best thing you can do is create a behavior. Netflix created a behavior. Netflix.
Bad behavior.
Hold on. Netflix got me to a point where I was watching Netflix shows, and when I was watching regular shows, I'm like, fuck this shit.
Word.
I'm not-
didn't watch
Yeah,
series.
I'm like, fuck this
I didn't
shit,
watch
'cause
shit.
I'm not waiting till next Sunday to fucking find out what
Okay.
happened.
Word.
So now,
Great.
no, slow down.
Agreed.
So
It's great,
now,
yeah.
so now Netflix created the behavior. The issue with Netflix is that they cannot continually fuel them.
You know why?
No, they can. They fucking can.
They can't.
Yes, they can.
They can't.
You buy out the fucking writers and you buy out the fucking shows and you put more content.
They weren't spending billions
Social
already?
media and Netflix, it's all about
They
content.
were spending.
Listen, if
They were
you-
spending and buying.
Slow down. If you
You're wrong. That's exactly what they were doing.
So they-
what you're saying is what they were doing.
So no.
Yeah, keep doing it.
It's not working. They're
Okay.
losing money.
Listen,
Make it work, guys.
if
Because
you-
guess what? Netflix is going to lose a hell of a lot more
Hold on.
money when
Exactly.
people like me and Gene cancel our subscriptions
Like,
because they're bringing
why would I cancel?
shows
I'm
to
just someone else-
once a week.
Let me explain something.
And then they're going to start adding in commercials. And then
Yeah,
it's-
they're
then
already
it's-
doing that, by the
yeah,
way.
and now it's
Okay.
going to be back to fucking regular
Netflix-
terrestrial TV.
The only thing I can
Eat
compare
a
this
big
to.
bowl of cock.
No, the only thing I can compare this.
I'm not watching
Who
it.
is
Guess
drug?
what? I'm back outside now, motherfuckers.
The only thing I can compare this to is drugs, and I've never done drugs nor dealt drugs. However,
I agree. We were just
That's
fed
a bad
crystal
example.
meth.
hold
We
on.
were just
bad
fed
example.
crystal
No,
meth,
it's a great
easily
example. I'm
accessible
gonna explain
crystal
something.
meth
If Jesse and
for
I,
years, and now they're just
if
going to
Jesse-
go, no,
if
you're
Jesse
done.
and I were the drug dealers, which is what Netflix is, what we've been doing is giving people a more powerful
Yep.
and more potent
Talk to 'em.
drug. And now you're telling me
I gotta
that
stop
the
giving it.
drug is too powerful and we need to scale it down and give you weaker shit. I would rather
No.
you die.
That's-
The best drugs
it's
always
actually
the
completely
best
wrong.
drugs are in movies are when someone dies. Yo, how good is that shit? Fucking Billy from
dead.
Billy from Park Ave? Dead.
Hey,
Yo,
you guys are
sign me
so-
up.
Let
me get some
Let
of
me
that
get some of that shit. It's called smack. Why? Because when you take it, you feel like you got smacked. You know what? What's that one called? Death. Like Cat
Listen.
Williams. Death. Yeah. So I want my
Oh, man.
you want me to?
Yeah, no. Let them keep doing it.
There's
It's fine.
not one net. Okay.
I'll stick with my
Watch
Disney
this.
Plus
I'm
subscription
gonna give
and my fucking HBO Max.
I will end it with this.
And you
There
can
is
fail with
not-
them.
There is not one.
Yeah, but then you're not going to get good shows.
Hold on,
Like,
Yes, we are.
bro.
No, you're not. You're not getting
Jesse,
Ozark.
Jesse said
We are
thank
getting
you.
shows. HBO doesn't have the best series
No,
of all time.
negative.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me one right now
Jesse-
that
Jesse
is,
said-
is going on
Jesse-
that I could watch right
Hold
now.
on. Je-
What's the one with fucking what's her face with Zendaya? That's like the biggest show in the world.
You don't
I have
even know
no
the name.
idea.
It's not that good.
I
You
didn't
don't know
watch
the
it.
name.
No,
You
it's
don't
the
know
biggest show in the
It's not that
world.
good.
Is
You
it
don't
Game
know
of
the
Thrones?
You don't
No.
know the name.
It's the
You don't
biggest
know
show in the
name.
world.
You don't know the name.
I don't watch that shit.
Alicia Keys, you don't know my name.
I don't
You
watch
know
that
the name.
shit.
You don't know the name.
Because I don't watch that
You
kind
don't
of
know the name.
that kind of shit.
Because it's trash.
No, because I only watch comic book shit.
This
I
is
don't watch
garbage.
good TV. I don't watch good
Hold
TV.
on. Did Netflix give us Punisher?
Yes.
Then this whole thing is blasphemy.
Guess who has it
This
now?
whole thing is
Guess where that is?
off of Punisher
Now
alone.
it's on
hey.
Disney Plus.
So they sold it. Good for them.
No, it's they
No.
they own all of Marvel.
They didn't sell anything.
And Marvel.
But
on
this is
their
what I'm
best
saying.
day-
Like this is
Marvel on their
also
best
this is
day-
also Netflix's fault. The fact that
Yes.
everything has gone to streaming services.
Bro.
You know,
bro,
that
guys,
It's not
sucks.
only their
Guys.
fault. It's also that Disney.
Guys.
Yes, Disney Plus did it. Well, guess what? Now I want all my fucking Marvel shit. Oh, we bought Fox. Simpsons come
Guys.
this way.
Listen.
We got Hulu. So that's
Listen.
one company. Keep that in mind. Hulu and Disney are the same company. They're
Yes.
the same company.
I get it.
So now that's
So
the whole
they're,
Disney.
they're double dipping on us now. You need a Disney
Oh, and
Plus
ESPN
and
Plus?
you need a Hulu.
ESPN Plus. That's also Disney. So I
So they
promise you,
triple dipping on us.
Netflix is gonna go fucking bye-bye.
No, Netflix.
It
No,
can't.
they're trash, bro. They're
No,
straight trash.
listen,
Netflix is trash.
It's simple leadership.
Netflix has the best
simple
series.
leadership. When
no,
you-
they don't.
They have the best
Listen,
originals.
Not
okay,
anymore.
Can I
Yeah.
say one thing?
You
Can I say one
can't
thing?
give me an original on
Peacemaker.
another streaming service
I told you.
that's better
Just
than
because,
anything.
Just because I don't know the name of it, it literally is considered the biggest show in the world right now. I know Zendaya is on it. That's
All
all
I
I
have
know.
to say is, before Ozark and Money Heist, the only thing that drove me crazy, which I'll give you.
I didn't watch either of those, by the way.
You didn't watch Ozark?
No.
You're
Ozark's
fucking lying.
great. Yeah,
No,
you
I
fucked
don't
up.
want to
You
watch
fuck-
it.
you don't know about
I'm not
Marty?
going to watch it.
You
know about
fucked up.
Marty.
I didn't watch Breaking Bad.
Oh, you fucked up. Even
I didn't watch.
bigger there.
I didn't watch The Walking Dead because
Then
that
you-
was straight
you
trash.
have no reference.
Yo, The Walking Dead was trash.
All right, so really what JP just said here is that his whole argument is moot. Next topic.
Dude, you gotta
No,
have
it's
reference.
not moot.
Yeah,
My
it is.
point
You don't
is,
even watch good shows.
Did you watch The Sopranos?
Yes, I did watch The Sopranos. But,
Thank
you know,
God.
it's-
Do you
it's
know?
an Italian
Do you
thing.
know
It's-
Ray Donovan?
I know Ray Donovan. I did not see it though.
But that's Showtime. Yeah, Ray Donovan is great. You should watch Ray Donovan
You
too.
didn't watch Ray Donovan?
no, I didn't watch Ray
Bro,
Donovan.
you have no frame of reference.
Bro, I have my frame of reference is
You don't.
is
I'm sorry.
Netflix is losing money
I know, but you have no frame of
because
reference.
it's trash.
Bro,
Bro, their
before
shit is
Ozark-
trash.
Before Ozark, Money Heist.
Ozark's trash.
No, it's not. Like,
It's all trash.
Next topic. I can't believe I'm hearing this.
I know,
Very,
Giles.
it's very rare that I can get
Gene's
Giles from
voting
Gene.
Republican now.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to sports.
We old white men to
So
censor
we all
JP.
know that the fucking World Cup is in Qatar this year, right? Or
Great.
did you know that?
Great
I do
place.
know this, and you know what? I'm gonna jump right into this argument. Because
So,
let
so
me tell you
no,
something.
hold on. So I
Okay,
want to say
introduce it so I could jump right into this.
so
shit.
Qatar warns the LGBTQ about displaying gay pride stuff because
Yep.
they're very, that's not part of their culture, blah, blah, blah. Now, hold on. The Norwegian Soccer Federation, the head of the Norwegian Soccer Federation, she's an open lesbian. She's
Excellent.
gay.
Keep going.
She is asking them to suspend anti-gay laws because she's gay and there are a lot of soccer players that are gay. And she's asking, and like there's a big argument, even from just regular Americans saying it's their culture.
So, do you want to go first, or you want me to
You
go?
can't walk into their house and tell them start rearranging
I mean,
shit.
I have just a quick thing. If you want me to just go quick on it.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's a two-part question here. Is anyone in Qatar threatening to kill any lesbian who might be playing in the World Cup?
Not
That's
if
on
they're
us.
playing. They're warning them against showing gay pride, like
So
flags.
don't fly your fucking flag to be a cunt.
Right.
Okay.
He warned them to not do that. We have very strict anti-gay law. Like that's not part
Yeah,
of
I mean, listen.
community.
Do I, as a person who comes from
There's a few arguments though.
from a gay family,
yeah.
yeah, no. I mean, do I like seeing that? No, of course not. I think then have the World Cup
Somewhere else.
change
Right.
if it's that big of a deal, and it's going to be a big deal. No, I'm saying like not to the World Cup organization. I'm saying
they're-
to the Qatar government. If it's that big of a deal that you're going to have, gay people in your country,
I don't
then
think it's-
you
yeah.
don't get to host the World Cup.
I agree.
That's it.
I agree with that.
That's it.
Yeah.
But also, out of the same respect, if they're like, hey, listen, we're fine if you guys come here, play your game, and leave. We just don't want you throwing fucking gay pride parades in our street
Right.
and shoving that shit down
And
our
that's what they're
people's
saying.
throats.
That's what they're saying.
I think I believe they have every right to say that too. If you don't like it, then just move the World Cup elsewhere because these are our rules.
Yeah, but FIFA wants
You
the
know-
money. They don't want they don't give a shit about.
Okay, I'm gonna say two things about this.
why Qatar? Like who
Bro, I
on
don't fucking know, man. Don't
who
ask
on
me.
event planning
Bro.
said, hey, this is gonna be a great this one. This is the pick right here.
See where they're sleeping.
I got two things to say about this.
Like that's insane to me anyway.
What?
First thing, Americans.
This is
'cause
where wokeness
This is
gets bit.
definitely an American sentiment.
Nah,
I
I
could-
don't know,
hold
man.
on, I could be wrong, but I'm talking about the pushback. And,
Oh.
and it's growing because
Okay.
Americans take their opinions, and
Although it's
we push it on people.
Social media, go on.
It's-
coming
we
from a
do that.
Norwegian woman, the pushback. But
But I'll tell you this:
It was the gay thing, yeah.
I think
Americans too.
something that
of course.
Americans struggle with is freedoms. Like freedoms sometimes bump heads.
Agreed.
You can't have every fucking freedom and somewhere not bump heads. You can't have freedom
I
of
agree.
religion and freedom of speech and freedom of this, and somewhere they meet down the road and there's a problem. And then you have to decide which is more important. So now, for a country that believes in freedom of religion and freedom of speech and freedom of that, we're now telling another country, fuck your freedom of religion, fuck your freedom of speech, because they have a religion and they're speaking out.
Right.
So that's freedom of religion and freedom of speech.
Yo.
So
High five,
I
man.
hate
We're-
you sometimes.
we're
man.
like,
Just nailed it on
we're
the
like,
fucking noggin.
fuck both of those things because this is the freedom that matters.
Right.
No.
I agree.
Fuck
I
no.
see what you're saying.
Fuck, especially since, unfortunately, LGBTQ, I don't give a shit. I have no dogs in this race. It's an away game. It's not a home game for you guys. It's not a home game. If it was in America, it's a home game. If it was in a country that understands, it's a home game.
It's a home game.
You're in an away game. You know what you can do, though? You can go there. You can conduct yourself in whatever, and I'm not trying to say anything awkward that makes people feel funny, but
Conduct yourself in a manner that is
makes people want to hear your
acceptable
story.
in the Qatar society.
And then make them want to hear your story. And
Right,
you
well,
know
actually,
what?
this is
Tell you this?
I have a question then.
because we've lived that life.
I have a question then. Like,
Go ahead.
if the World Cup was in, Afghanistan, right?
Okay, keep going.
Somewhere where or some sort of predominantly Muslim nation that for a woman to be in public, you have to be in
Great
full
point, 'cause I was
in
about to
full
say that.
dress,
Yeah.
right? Only your eyes can be seen.
What would happen?
Do they?
I don't
do
think
these
the World
women?
Cup goes there.
So then, why is the World
No
Cup
idea.
going to a country
No
that
idea.
For the
is-
money, Jesse. For
Yeah.
the
No, no,
money.
but you see, this is clearly causing a problem. You're putting not only you know what? So
Jesse,
really, it comes
the World
down
Cup
to
was gonna be in
really
Russia.
what it comes down to is shame on, like I said, shame on the
FIFA.
organization.
But
Yeah.
Jesse,
FIFA's-
no, time out.
But FIFA's corrupt.
No, time out.
Is it FIFA or is it the World Cup?
That's FIFA.
Time out.
Different organizations.
World Cup is FIFA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but time out. When the Olympics was going to be in China, or was it in China?
It was.
Yes.
It wasn't.
Okay.
China.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right. It is FIFA.
That would be the same argument. Why would the Olympics, knowing that China and its regime and how it's run, do it in China? Because you have to go around. You can't just go in the same place over every time. The whole idea is to make it a global brand. So you have to go to places that you normally wouldn't go.
Right. So then, exactly. So then,
So
like,
you deal with their religions and their beliefs. It's part for the course. Since you just played golf, it's par for the course.
Par 6 for the course, bro.
I don't have an argument with you on that.
Well, you
You're
know
right.
what it is too. Also, though,
It's
like
an away
in
game.
America, it's
an away
also
game.
the thing with America though is they don't. A lot of Americans, especially, I don't want to point it out, but especially woke ones, they don't care about other countries and what they don't.
Because
care about.
they, what's
Like
so
the thing with Adele when she was wearing the what do they call the Bantu knots or whatever, and everyone was like, "That's fucking whatever the fuck it's called." Appropriation, and they're like, and everyone in England, if you look at anyone in England, black, Hispanic, it doesn't matter, Jamaican, they're like, "Yeah, we're cool with it.
Well, I'm going to end it, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about
We're
this.
fine with it."
And this is the last thing I'm going to say about this. This is the irony of it all. The woke nation hates when we go and force people to do shit in different countries. The big thing is...
No, they don't.
Hold on. The big thing is you can't just go in there and do this and do that, and we're going there for the oil, and we're going there for this, but now you want to fuck shit up for freedoms that have nothing to do
No.
because you don't even
Well,
fucking live there.
Gene,
So
that's
we
the
should
problem
we
with the
should
woke.
walk in there and smack people around, and lesbians can put their flag, gay people can do this. And you don't even live here. Fuck that. We don't care. We're Americans. This is the way it's gonna be. But
Woke people, the woke movement, they run on feelings.
facts.
That's all that matters.
I agree.
So it's you force feed freedoms.
That is ironic.
You force feed freedoms about feelings.
But
Everything else is secondary.
but hold on.
Right.
if it makes someone feel uncomfortable.
But that's my point. They are okay with forcing freedoms of feelings abroad, but everything else that we force abroad is a problem.
Yes.
There you go.
Fuck that
Moving
bullshit.
on.
Agreed.
You guys excited for the draft?
You know what?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna
The Giants don't need anything?
Hold on.
Really?
Time out. Time
it's-
out.
Boys, they're
just-
good to go?
Time
I'm
out.
not-
Time out.
I don't know.
Time out because you put this. You put no because you know
Time out what?
it's you. You did this. You put the draft on the board, so I have a lot to say now. You know why? Because I love football.
Time out.
I'm gonna put a
Timeouts
lot.
and drafts?
No. Okay. Where do I start with this? First things first. The
I'm
draft.
choking on my own shit
Is
here.
this going to be like a hashtag draft so white thing, or what's going on here? Because you seem angry.
Not so white, but it may be beige. So the problem with the draft is that, realistically speaking, there's been fucking 3 great drafts and Jimmy Johnson. So the draft is a fucking waste of time. It hit me today when
Jimmy
you.
Johnson.
I'm gonna tell you, it hit me today when you put me on this shit because I'm like, what the fuck? The draft, NFL draft, Jesse and I, we're all busy. I don't give a fuck. The Jets are never gonna fucking win. I'm fucking over it. So now I'm like, what the fuck? But then I thought about it. We had the Dan Marino, Jim Kelly, whatever draft, you know, with Andrew Luck and RG3, that draft. And then we had Jimmy Johnson traded Herschel Walker for a slew of draft picks and rebuilt the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
And ever since that draft, the chaos that happens in draft pick where this team calls this team and we're going to train this number. And the Patriots have more draft activity than any other team.
I don't know. The
Every
Jets got
draft.
like fucking 18 picks this year.
I know, but I'm telling you now. And the reason the whole thing's a bullshit is like the Rams, the NFL championships team has told you like, yeah, fuck it, take it. I'll go get a veteran player and just pay him a shitload of money.
You sure Tampa didn't start that with Brady? Because it seems like they started that with Brady. 2 years in a row, a team. Think about it. 2 years in a row, a team that grabbed a veteran QB
And all the other veterans, because remember.
and all the other veterans and went, let's go.
Well played.
That was one.
So that's my point. That double enforces it. So now, Bill Belichick, the greatest coach of all time, has never drafted a successful wide receiver.
Right.
The draft is an NFL farce. It is something that has been used to fucking glue us to TV in the middle of the NBA playoffs. That's all it is. It's a fucking chess move like, oh, they're all watching basketball. Let's fucking mind fuck them. Because, like, I've been mind fucked by, I told you this before in another episode. One of my good friends, we played semi-pro football together, wrote a fucking essay on Facebook how Sam Darnold was the best draft pick the Jets ever picked in the last 20 years. And I had to call him like, what are you talking about? And he made me feel like an asshole. Like, you don't get it. I'm like, no, I don't.
He's
And
got,
the-
it's
and
called
the point is,
charisma, Gene.
this is what Jet fans do. This is what they all do. They're mind fuckers. You are not winning a championship in the draft. It's not true. It's never going to happen. Ask Jacksonville last year.
How dare you?
I got 2 things to add to this
Go
real
ahead.
quick. I saw a really funny TikTok
Like, fuck
2
the
days
draft.
ago
Fuck the
about
draft.
the New York Jets. and
my
this guy was he was decked out in Jet gear, and he's explaining the New York Jets as a pair of old dirty socks.
Oh, my God. Go.
And he's like, and then like on draft day someone
Laundry.
gives you new socks, but then you open up your socks, and they're used. They're used socks, and you're like, well, whatever, they're new. So you put on your socks and you put on your shoes, but your shoes got holes in them. It's been raining for 3 days. You walk outside, and now your socks are wet. Now you got old wet socks, and it was one of the most accurate Jet comparisons I've ever heard. The second part of all this is today when I saw NFL draft on the list, I went, oh shit. So I quickly fucking grabbed the phone and I Googled top NFL draft prospects, right? Just so I could scroll through and catch a couple names that I might know. And I'm looking
You didn't
through.
know
I'm
what?
You didn't
like-
know shit.
I go, I don't know who any of these people are. This is why I'm losing in fantasy football every year.
Facts.
This is bad. I don't know who you are.
I'ma tell you-
I'm scrolling through and I go, oh, I remember this name. The kid from NC State. Nope, got nothing. Never mind. Keep going.
And to add more,
Oh,
It
Kenny
seems
Pickett's
like all
the
your
one.
top prospects are fucking offensive linemen this year.
Yeah, it's not a
and
big.
to add to this
and
nonsense, to add to
receivers.
JP's nonsense with the NFL draft, there's not a quarterback That's
Is
gonna
it? Is the draft on your birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey!
I'll be out to dinner.
Happy birthday to our fearless leader here.
Now he has a great girlfriend. Who knows where he'll be going? Fucking Bill Burr. Who knows?
I don't know. She won't tell me. She likes to surprise me.
He'll probably be doing dinner with like Chris Rock and shit. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
I don't know how this
the-
happened. It's
Amanda-
Slapbox that
Kanye
motherfucker.
showed up.
Amanda, the whole show goes or no one goes. But hold on.
You
Word.
start buying Yee tickets.
Amanda,
we're in.
I'm offended and you're unfriended.
Oh, Buzzy.
Hold on.
Nice name drop.
Right?
You drinking coffee?
No, this is
You're on
barbecue.
point tonight.
This is Haitian rum. I'm on it today.
What is this motherfucker?
Because I decided, I've been working on myself. I'm like, you know what? When Jesse speaks, I got to be patient. I'm like, how the fuck do I do that? Ooh, drink while he talks.
Fair enough.
That's a Haitian rum.
Yeah, Haitian rum.
I tell you, my neighbor, she's from St. Croix,
Ooh.
and she cooks. I didn't even talk to you yet about my new neighbors.
I know. I'm about to go visit them.
Oh,
We're
bro.
going to be on the deck filming the show.
gonna meet 'em.
Getting food.
We're meeting them
Yup.
this summer.
Neighbors.
Bro, she made me
Won't
these.
she be my
She
neighbor?
made me these cod fritters.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm in.
Bro.
Because that means you use regular oil from the pan in the house. That's good
Yeah.
shit.
Yo.
Good shit.
She came over
It's
with
not
some
Bahama
Jamaican
Breeze
beef
bullshit.
patties she made from scratch. Fire.
That's what I want to taste.
She came over with some oxtail.
That's where you got
Yo.
Gene. You know Gene loves his oxtail.
Rice and peas and oxtail.
No,
And
you
then
have
she
to-
hands me
you have to
these
say
fritters.
rice and
Gene,
peas.
she hands
Rice
me
and
these
peas.
fritters, and she goes, "You tell me how you like those." I didn't put so much spice in them because, you know, your
Because you're a
palate.
white boy.
That's what she's
'Cause
getting
I'm a
at.
white boy.
And she made me some. I go, listen. I go, next time you make those, send me over some of your real ones with, you know, with the heat.
Ooh.
They were
And you said
delicious.
these are real dreadlocks.
Delicious.
Yeah, pull on that shit.
Well, they're real dreadlocks.
She loves me. I
right.
love her.
All right, so fuck the energy. Let's move
No,
on.
no.
To,
I'm not saying fuck the NFL draft. I'm just saying, like,
No, you literally said the
Fuck the
draft
NFL
doesn't
draft.
matter.
no, you said fuck the NFL
Yeah.
draft, but in a long-winded, Gene-like
okay.
way.
I'm just, you know what it
So
is?
can we just move on then?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You want to win? Get some veterans. Trade
right.
for some veterans.
We saw Buccaneers do it. We
Guys,
saw LA do
we
it.
saw young bartenders. We were the veterans.
Yep.
We know the deal.
Exactly. All right, let's go to music. Have you guys been seeing with Benzino?
No,
Okay.
because I haven't thought of Benzino since
This
1998.
motherfucker's putting out all kinds of shit, talking trash about 50, fucking airboxing the fucking. He's like
Yeah.
He's signing contracts already.
Yep.
He's like, yeah, this is for a fight. I signed it already. You sign
Okay.
it now.
All right.
to
He
just
wants to
fight
box
50.
50
Okay, time out.
Yeah, why? Why does he want to fight 50?
Because,
because this is why.
no, go ahead. Let me hear
This
what
is
you
why.
said.
The source is in the toilet. He's so irrelevant, and 50's about to put his daughter on TV.
I think all that's accurate. I think everything you said is accurate, but I think it's bigger than that.
I would hope so.
No, because
He's signing the contracts.
He-
already.
I know, but 50 Cent.
He's not relevant.
I know, but
Like,
50 Cent
though now.
is.
who?
Benzino.
Is he?
Yeah, he's jacked. You don't even look like
He's
him
60
anymore.
years old.
He's fucking this and a
I know.
fucking
He don't
round
want
head.
to. He don't want to box 50.
He's got GHB fucking.
No.
He don't. You see the
it-
size of 50 Cent at the Super Bowl?
Yeah. No, but.
fat.
No, he is not. He is
No,
fucking
he's fat.
jacked.
But he could get in shape in 2 minutes.
Jacked my
Bro.
ass. You seen the cover of his first album?
Yep.
That's jacked.
That's skinny shredded.
That's
no.
jacked.
This is
50
like
Cent doing-
like mature.
No.
I can literally squeeze your head in half.
No, 50 Cent doing pull-ups upside down. I mean,
Hanging.
hanging upside
Yeah,
down.
you don't lose that. You don't lose that.
He did.
He didn't lose that. He didn't lose it.
All right,
Everyone,
what do you guys say?
everyone
What do you
thinks
say? What do you
50's
gotta
fat.
say? Hold up.
I'm saying.
Listen,
What?
He's built like a quarter.
yeah, he's 25 cents. He's a half a
He's
dollar.
25 now.
He's a half a dollar.
How do you figure? If anything, he'd be a
No,
Susan
he has
B.
no
Anthony.
figure. That's the point. He has no figure. Now, how do you figure? There is no figure.
There's no figure.
That's the point.
You
Figure
guys,
this.
you guys are nuts. How
But
do you
I'm
not
a
see
sim-
through those
okay.
clothes?
So here's what I'm gonna tell you.
It's like
Here's what I'm
he's
gonna,
solid
so tell
under
me,
there.
tell me why. Go.
50 Cent has firmly cemented himself as a historical and cultural hip hop icon.
Correct. Plus.
Plus, it's not just the music; it's the combination of all of his endeavors.
Right.
It's
Power.
having the albums, having power.
Having spin-offs.
Like
power.
you know what we say in the hood.
multiple ones.
I'm gonna give you guys a trip into the hood. When I go into the hood and we crack jokes, 50 Cent is the Marvel universe of drug dealer shows. Like he just keep. He keeps pumping them out. Like there's BMF. There's Power. Now there's another one with the white boy, Ghost, and there was the one with the kid. It's like all these drug. It's like the Marvel universe of drug dealer shows. Like we sit there and we laugh. We're like, somehow this guy got away with just making drug dealer shows, and it's funny, but it's real, but it's amazing because he employs all these people. So that plus his musical significance and what he's done. Benzino fighting this guy in a ring, and actually, let's pretend, knocks him out. It would be like, I don't know, it'd be like you walking in and smacking Diddy. Everyone would know your name forever. Like, you would live in infamy. Like, you smack Puff Daddy, like, how, why, what happened, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, you'd become a household name.
And Benzino thinks,
let me counter you on this one.
Never do it.
You remember what the white boy's name was that knocked out Sticky Fingers in celebrity boxing? Because at the time, Sticky was like the hardest dude.
But Sticky's not big enough.
And Sticky.
I'm just saying,
Sticky's
like,
not.
I don't know.
I'm just saying,
I
does
don't know.
Benzino
Listen,
really go down in infamy for that?
I'll give you an example. Math Hoffa punched someone. I don't know who it was.
Dose.
That's who it was?
Yeah.
Ghost?
Dose.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter.
Click, click, boom, turn your dome to a stadium.
Dose doesn't
It's
matter.
like one of the hardest battle rhymes.
Dose doesn't matter,
ever.
but Math Hoffa's career.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. No, I agree with you.
And this is what Benzino, this is he's right. It's a last-ditch effort. Grab at straws. If I could knock out 50. It's the same reason why people want to do
No, of course,
verses with
that's what
Jay-Z.
I'm getting with you. You know, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're not going to verse Jay-Z. Right? He's going to wake up out of his bed to do a verses.
Well, you know what's funny? There was an interview with Eminem, and
What?
it was an interview with Eminem that I was watching on
And?
on Instagram, and he was saying how 50, his debut album, nothing. He said maybe Snoop, but I've never seen anyone come out of the box the way that album came out. He said not even my shit came out like that.
Yep.
I've never seen that before. He was bitching
It's
about
crazy
he didn't win a
because-
Grammy that year. He said there was nothing above 50 that year.
Can I tell you why?
He didn't win a
It was
Grammy.
crazy for me because now again, I hated on 50 when he came out with that album because all right, this is why.
I did too.
It's
I did
because
too.
no, because
You're a
4
wankster.
years prior to this, I copped the fucking 50 Cent demo from I don't know whatever hip hop show we were at. You just sitting there, stacks, and that shit was hard. He was fucking spitting.
But how
Like,
much,
it was-
But how much money was he making?
None.
Okay, keep going.
Right? No, I get you now. This is why I have a newfound respect for 50 Cent. But like when he first came out, I was so in the underground and I hated on him because all of a sudden he was everywhere. And it was like, what is this candy shop bullshit you're talking about?
That's album 2.
Like
Come
this,
on,
I'm
that
just
was
saying.
album
Like
two,
by
right?
by then, it's like, what is this bullshit that you're slinging here? I hate you for selling out. I have a newfound look back to my adolescence, and I'm like, yo, fucking good for you, 50. Like, not only did you profit off of your life and making it cool.
Okay.
He literally 50 Cent made white kids that I grew up with think that they were hard.
No, they thought
He had a giant
they did themselves 'cause
impact.
they're on drugs.
Largely probably because Eminem co-signed him, but he had a
No.
large impact in the suburbs.
Okay. Since somehow we're spinning to 50, I have no problem doing it. There's so many layers to 50 Cent. Like, I'm a fan. I like the guy, but I'm not like, oh my God. But like, 50 is a legend forever in anything he's ever touched.
He's got a house on Long
I'm going to
Island.
explain
What's
something
up?
about 50 Cent. So 50 Cent, let's talk about a couple of things. First of all, 50 Cent signed to Capitol Records. It doesn't work out. 50 Cent gets shot, they drop him. That's one. 50 Cent, here's the ingenuity of 50 Cent. He sold CDs from the trunk of his car.
Right.
People forget that.
Yep.
That's the drug dealer mentality in real time applied to music. All these drug dealers turned rappers never equated it to sales.
He had dudes bombarding
saying?
tourists in Times
Yeah,
Square.
Like they were drug dealers.
Listen to this. $10.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they were drug dealers, became rappers, but the way you move drugs out the trunk of a car, 50 Cent moved music like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
one. Second of all, 50 Cent went to bootleggers. the African bootleggers that sold CDs in the streets, like they were illegally bootlegging.
Yeah.
He gave them
Gave them shit.
permission
Right.
to bootleg his shit because the thought that he was bootleg meant he was hot.
Yep.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's brilliant,
That's
actually.
it's brilliant.
It's brilliant. That's all
Number
that is.
3.
That's all that is.
Number 3. Coming from Queens, he took the LL body formula. LL was a sex icon.
Right.
So the working out, da-da-da-da.
Licking the lips. We all know.
Yeah, he did that. He combined that with which no other rapper ever did,
A little edgier.
with I will punch you in your fucking face. With 50 Cent, there was a real-time feeling that if you met that guy
You're getting
in
fucked
a
up.
hallway, in a park, you get punched in the fucking face.
It's that Andrew Schultz thing.
Yes.
It's I believe you.
Yes, he was believable.
Yep.
And I don't know what rapper before him. I definitely know there's no rapper after him that was as okay. 50 Cent in concert in Africa. Someone grabs his chain. 50 Cent jumps off stage and chases him. Why? It's insured. You're rich. He's that guy.
He's that guy.
He's that
Yeah.
guy.
He's that guy. He's gonna beat up an African.
Right. Which brings me back to my point. Benzino, you're going to get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
it.
You know why? It's not that Benzino can't fight 50. It's that 50 is so petty that he will train. Like, he'll hire 3-4 boxers to be ready for that fight. He's not going to
I'm just saying,
Right.
if you don't
You
think
know?
50 already can box, you're crazy.
But at the same time,
I don't know.
we're
Have you
talking
ever-
about.
Have you ever heard Shine?
Yeah?
Shine has a disc for 50 because they had beef. And one of the best lines that Shine says is he goes, you a boxer, nigga. Nobody got snuff. Everybody's yelling, what? Which is funny because in the streets, everyone's always like, what? Nobody wants to throw a punch.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, yo, Shine, who's like skinny, is saying this about 50, which is fucking hilarious. So when you say he's a boxer, I'm like, I don't know. Like maybe he boxing at the gym.
All right, so let's do a Rushmore. I got one in the honor of
Ooh.
Benzino and 50 beefing. It's the Rushmore of hip hop rivalries.
Jadakiss
Oh.
and Beanie Siegel. I'll put that at 4.
That's a good one.
That was fucking okay. I'm gonna put this in perspective. Beanie Siegel.
Can we get the apparent ones out of the way?
Okay, so
Well, the biggest
Jay-
one is
Jay-Z
Pac
Nas.
and no.
Tupac and Biggie.
No, I wouldn't even do that. They were friends.
Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah. They grew up together, man.
So you dismiss it.
So
Yeah, because honestly, it wasn't Tupac and Biggie that had beef.
It was Shook Knight and I like what you did there. So Shook Knight and Diddy. I will take that.
let's get the
Shook Knight and
the
Diddy.
obvious
I'm saying
one out
the
of the way
obvious
that's
one
not there.
is Jay-Z and
Jay-Z and
Nas.
Nas.
I mean,
All
like,
right.
that's the obvious
but-
one.
That's probably
It's
the
the
Okay.
best back and forth.
Yeah, but I got it.
essentially,
Okay, time out.
In hip hop history,
You know I'm a big-
arguably,
you know I'm a big Jay-Z-
arguably,
Listen,
KRS and MC Shan.
yes. Listen, Jay-Z, I'm a big Jay-Z fan. Everyone knows that. Nas is arguably my favorite rapper for a long time. I've evolved past that, which shows that even old guys can grow. So, Jay-Z interacted with Nas for sport. It was for sport. Jay-Z, it was like I walked up to you and I just punched you in the shoulder because I'm just fucking with you. The problem is Nas fucking threw a sledgehammer. Like it was like ask Nas, he don't want it with Hove. It's a fucking joke. Like I'm rapping, I'm talking shit. Now you make a whole ether. Like he was, if you remember that song, it was Mobb Deep was the subject of conversation.
Yes. Well, there's that new clip
Yeah,
that came
he
out.
goes, you shook
the
once, you
actual
switched your
day.
demeanor. You guys, when I was in '88 peddling drugs, you was a ballerina. I seen
Right, and then
that.
there was a picture.
And then he put a picture on Summer Jam. Then it was, while I'm in Queens and on the topic, Nas, you had 10 albums. I Can Divide. You had 2 hot albums in a 10-year average. I Can Divide. He gave him credit for Illmatic, and he gave him credit for another one. And it's like, dude, you're nice, but you got to step your game up. That's all it was. That's all it was. You're nice,
But
step your game up.
I get it. I get it.
But Nas was like, don't fucking talk about me. Like,
Word.
what the fuck? Blah, blah,
Word.
blah, blah, blah.
This is
And then-
Queens, bitch.
Yeah, and which is back to the MC Shan and KRS One.
Yep.
So
The bridge is over.
I will
The
give
bridge
it to
is
Jay Z
over.
and Nas, but I
Well,
think
that was a nonetheless, that was a
there are two-
rivalry.
In
It was
Jay
a
Z's
beef.
career. There were two strikes that are just like because he was so big that people just threw it on him and they just stuck. The first strike is the beef with Nas, and it comes back. He had a song in Marcy, which is a great song, but he goes, they argue all day about who's the best MC, Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas. By saying that, he put all three of them in the same level. So when that happened years later, it's like, oh, Nas is better. You know what I'm saying? And then the second strike is Renegade. Like,
Yeah.
it just, you know how it is. You record a song, you send me the open verse, I fucking kill it. You decide, should I re-record or fuck it? And Jay-Z said, fuck it. Because his boys wasn't around to be like, yo, nah.
Re-record that shit. Yeah.
Re-record. Time out. That shit.
But I mean, like, all right. See, I hate
That's all that
I hate
happened.
when people bring that shit up, and the white boy killed you on your own shit. Like that's stupid. No, I know you're not saying that. I'm saying like mad people say that, right? I think that's just unfair. Eminem kills everyone on their own shit. Name a feature that Eminem isn't the best verse on. You can't.
No, I think it's deeper than that.
I'm just saying you
No.
can't. Even with Biggie, everyone wants to hold Biggie is the greatest of all time with 7 different levels of devil worship and horses. Like that fucking Eminem verse is arguably one of the greatest fucking verses ever created. It's insane.
I think what people don't understand is what we were talking about earlier today. When you rap, it's your story. And Renegade, Eminem's story was just deeper than Jay-Z's. Like, I love Jay-Z.
His delivery,
the story
his punches
was just
it was a much
deeper. Like, Jay-Z was telling us about a day in the street.
What? Well constructed?
Oh, there you go.
Oh
Yeah.
no. I didn't want to cut him off. All the way.
Jay-Z was giving us a good story. from,
Here's
like,
the thing, though,
street,
and I think that this is a Jay-Z has come out and said that he doesn't write his shit down, right? He basically just goes in and he freestyles.
Facts.
So that's the difference right there. Anyone who ever wants to argue the difference between freestyling and writing, that's your difference.
Yeah,
Eminem
but
spent time constructing that verse. I don't give a fuck who you are. You are not freestyling.
I'll be honest
with
with you.
7 different levels.
You're
of devil
a real
worship
rapper.
and horses' heads, human sacrifices,
I don't know.
cannibalism, candles, and exorcism. Like it's just you can't.
But that's my point. Like, Jay-Z, I think, I don't know, I suspect that he's too cocky to re-record.
It's possible.
Okay, you
That's
know that
very
we-
possible,
You know what I'm
though.
saying?
Of course.
I think that's what happens. It's like,
just
I walk
knowing-
in the booth, I one take it, I walk out. And now
Some
here's
people
a
are
si-
like that.
And here's a situation.
You know, this is why we
where
coined
someone
Jay-Z
fucking
as a verb.
And it's, yeah, you got Jay-Z.
You got yo. How many times do
Don't
I say
Jay-Z me.
don't Jay-Z me? What does that mean? Jay-Z, in my opinion, has put out so much
I don't know if I can
trash.
handle this. Ooh.
Has put out so much trash.
I need an
But
example.
it's Jay-Z, so
I know-
his boys
no,
are just like,
time out.
yo, that's hot, bro. Print
Time
it.
out. I
That
need
shit's
an-
hot.
I need an example. Give me a song that you're referencing.
I see. I can't because
So
I
then
don't know Jay-Z songs like that.
So what's trash? But you don't.
That's
even know
why I don't know
I know,
them.
but you don't know his song, but you gotta know what the trash is. You can't just say someone's trash and not know what. The trash
Okay,
is.
you're right. That's me over speaking,
Yeah.
saying that Jay-Z's trash.
No,
Clearly,
you didn't say it's
Jay-Z's
trash.
not
You
didn't say
trash.
he's-
No, you didn't say it's
Trash.
trash, but you said that he's produced trash. So you got
Okay.
when you say
You guys batting 1,000?
no, he's not bad at that.
Okay. So was there
Listen,
anything you didn't like?
Michael-
from
No, we've
Jay-Z?
already
Michael Jordan
hold
had
on,
bad
hold on,
games.
because we've already established this before.
Go ahead.
There are songs that connect with you that will never connect with me.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of it is
So-
content.
Yeah, and context.
Is
Content,
context,
cultural.
You know,
Cultural.
Yeah,
Yes.
like I'll be honest. Like there's plenty of hip hop songs that I'm like I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about right now because I
Example?
just don't know that.
I want an
that
example.
area's hood slang
I need an example.
of what?
What you just said. What songs don't connect? No, this is good.
Oh, like
reference.
for Jay-Z of
no
mine.
anyone. You said there's plenty of hip hop songs
Oh, bro, there's.
Just give me an example. Give me two.
Holy shit! How you gonna do this to me? I don't know the names of songs.
Give me whatever first. Give me something. Artist.
He might not be able to say the verse.
Right. I mean, like any. Okay, what are you asking? Things that don't connect with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any hood track.
Can I ask you a question? This is a very good question. Because this is a hood legendary record, but not necessary record. Annie Up.
Yeah,
You know that record, right?
of course.
Does that connect with you?
I couldn't tell you a single
Bar from that.
bar from that song.
Okay.
The beat is hot.
That's a
that
great
shit,
point. No.
that shit gets you fucking
Find out,
crazy.
but you don't have no idea what's going on.
No idea what's going on.
Fair. Because that's a good example. I'm going to tell you a couple bars on different people.
If you know how many times you told me bars of shit what Jay-Z was talking about in like some mainstream song, or how he did the song New York with Alicia Keys in front of Mayor Giuliani, and it's about selling the fucking
Selling
lines
drugs.
about
That's
selling
fucking
drugs.
amazing.
Like I didn't know that shit though. You had to explain this is what he meant when he said this.
Yeah, but okay.
And that's what I mean. Like again, that's a perfect point.
That's a
is
good
that
point there.
That might be a
grew
bar
up.
that he's like, Jesse's like,
You
nah, and
grew
you're
up
like, no.
in Brooklyn, so you understand the slang and context that he uses, especially in his earlier shit. Where me grew up in Center Reach on Long Island, like I don't know that slang. I don't know what that is. I have to learn that. I needed to listen to Big L
Okay.
to understand half of the slang that comes in.
You guys have
know what I'm saying?
digressed way
Yeah,
too
You're
far.
right. I'm sorry.
You're
To
right.
bring
So
it back on
Jay-Z
track,
and
just
Nas.
because Jay-Z and Nas are in there.
Thank you.
I will put.
Motherfucker.
I'm throwing mine out there. Eminem
And everybody?
everyone he's slayed.
Me and you were on the exact same wave. I can't believe you
Yeah.
said exactly what I was thinking in my head. I was really thinking that exact thing. Eminem versus everyone.
Everyone.
It reminds me of the top 10 cornerback
Yeah, but-
duos of all time.
Listen.
And guess who was number one?
What?
Top 10 cornerback duos of all time. I'll never forget what number one was.
Top 10
Cornerback duos.
cornerback
Yeah, cornerback like in football.
duos.
Duos, like teams. And number one was, you'll never guess it. I
I'll
mean, you
guess
might.
it. Terrell Buckley.
No.
And,
No.
it's not Dion.
It's not
It's Dion with anyone.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
the number one
Oh,
thing.
yo, there you go.
Dion with
with
anyone.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Like that's
Because he was half the field.
the level. Like that's the fucking
Yeah,
level.
that's what I mean. Like anyone, like name someone that
Yeah, but
came.
time out.
He even
Hold
made
on.
MGK fucking big for a
Name
while.
someone, and people say MGK won that. He didn't. But Eminem did
but
him so
who-
dirty he made him switch genres.
But time out. Who's the biggest?
now he's got black nails and pink hair.
But who's the biggest beef Eminem had?
Cannabis.
Really?
Ja Rule. Wasn't his beef.
You haven't.
Ja Rule,
Benzino.
No. That's
Benzino
what I'm
was a
saying.
big one.
Yeah, but
What do you mean? It's because they never
No.
reached that level.
I know,
because
but
anyone that comes at
Honestly,
him,
MGK
every-
might have been the biggest one.
Thank you, and I agree with that. Because
that one
I
went
don't
back and forth the
I don't
most.
think Eminem faced real talent, and I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying no.
Cannabis in his prime,
I'm a big cannabis guy.
he shut Cannabis down,
Yeah, but cannabis.
and then you never heard of him
No,
again.
but cannabis had issues because of Wyclef and fucking
Sure,
that other beef.
but even still,
With LL Cool
Cannabis.
J. The LL
yes,
Cool
I
J
understand.
beef shut his career down.
No, that shut down any chance at the mainstream he had. Cannabis still had years of sold out shows and insane
And
album sales
Not
from
insane,
the
that was decent.
from the underground. We could look it up. Like he had
Cannabis is Papoose before there was a Papoose.
that Can I Bus album was huge and fair. Fair.
Like he never had the Eminem, and I'm an Eminem fan, guys. I get it. When 50 Cent says people are upset because he's white and he's probably the best rapper of all time, it's an arguable conversation. I just don't see who he fought that you can tell me. Like most smart
You're
people
right
stay
because
out
it
his
wasn't
way.
it wasn't a fight.
Like,
It
I know,
was a
but-
massacre.
Okay, but who did he massacre? That the reason why the
Name-
Jay-Z thing is so
name
big is
one.
because it's the biggest thing he did.
Who?
The Jay-Z Renegade is the biggest so-called versus. Who did he beat? Show me.
Oh, you're saying like that?
Who did he?
I'm saying straight up disses, like straight
Who?
up battle bars.
Who did he battle?
Cannabis, Benzino,
Nobody's.
fucking Everlast in his prime.
Nobody.
Whitey Ford. But you can't say nobody's, especially in the times. Whitey Ford had like the #1 album at the time.
Yes, he did.
You know what I mean? Like, so in that era, in that year, he was battle rapping the #1 artist.
He was going.
You know what I mean? Like
he was battle rapping in sync.
Listen,
word. Like give me someone he didn't destroy.
I get what you're
Like,
saying, but listen, the argument there is
I'll put it. Hold
he
on.
fought
Even
whoever was in
this.
front of him.
Even this to rest
You know
my
what I'm saying?
case.
Whoever gave him an option
Exactly. Like when on Sundays, if you're undefeated and you play a bunch of bum teams, you're still undefeated.
doesn't matter.
I agree.
But does it? I mean, okay,
Who
hold
did he-
on.
Like who of note?
It's like saying fucking the Patriots 16-0 season shouldn't count because they're just that much better than everyone else
No, I'm
that
not saying
contested them.
I'm not saying that.
But that's literally what you just
the
said.
Giants
People
gave
just
him a
came
run the
at
last
him
game,
that were bums.
and
they weren't.
They had 2 good games.
All right, but point being is, in that era, there were some
Eminem
of
ran
the
the
biggest.
era, yes.
All right,
But he didn't fight.
What
anyone
I'm
big.
saying is from
Sure
each
he did.
era, he
Floyd
has
Mayweather-
hold
Of
on,
their
he
era.
has from each era
era.
has massacred
Era.
anyone who has come at him. Starting era.
Floyd Mayweather.
Hold on, because we're
Floyd
talking
Mayweather,
about,
say it
yeah,
about
who
that.
cares? We're talking about Eminem here, right? So what I'm saying is Benzino came at him.
Nobody.
Okay,
have to
we
say
just
that,
talked about him. All right, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not even going to go through the list. End of the discussion right here. 50 Cent, out of his own words, said it outright in an interview.
Which is biased. but
Nobody wants smoke from the white boy
Facts.
because he will out-rap anyone.
Facts.
Put him in a room with anyone, he out-raps them.
Now,
and he's
now you
proven
could
that
say
the times that these nobodies
Listen.
tried to come at him.
you could
Listen.
say
he
that,
shut their
well,
careers down.
You could say, oh, maybe people didn't want to go after him,
Yes, I'll give you that.
I mean,
so you can't.
But he didn't beat anyone.
Listen, this is why MGK
did.
gets the respect, though, is because
he went at him.
because he had the
Balls.
yo, fuck out of here. I don't give a shit if you're my idol growing up listening to you disrespected me. Fuck off. He's the first one to do that after Eminem slaughtered everyone else. He left a trail of bodies, and MGK was just like,
And
"Give a fuck."
MGK did the same thing I did. Who did he really beat?
He actually said that.
See?
He actually, that's like one of his bars.
Well,
He
you know
also
what?
put a hook in his battle rap, and I want to punch him for
Give me
that.
another battle. Give me another versus because I see where JP's going with this. Who's next? I'll give fine. Eminem versus everyone.
Thank you.
With an
Thank you.
asterisk.
Thank you.
You could take that asterisk and put it on your fucking.
Jay-Z and Nas, Eminem versus everyone.
Well, I'm not allowed to say.
No Big
Tupac
Daddy
and Biggie.
Kane.
Well,
That's
no, we
what I'm
just put
saying.
KRS-One and MC
KRS-One
Shan.
and MC Shan, like that's literally
Maybe because I'm from Brooklyn, I just didn't think MC Shan was all that great.
no,
I
neither. But
understand.
again, in
Like,
the era, he was a top dog.
You have
and
to take out.
KRS.
Yeah, you have
put
to
the
take-
body on him.
Well, of course.
You
I
know,
can't imagine battling him.
then especially,
I
yeah.
gotta figure out who
Christ,
Jadakiss
man.
beat because Jadakiss had big beefs. Jadakiss
Yeah.
had beef with
I
50.
feel like we're missing some big ones.
Jadakiss had
I
beef
don't
with
know why.
50 and Jadakiss had beef with Beanie Siegel.
I feel like we're missing a
The
big
Jada
one.
and Beanie, I think that needs to be on there. That was a big beef for a while,
Jadakiss
and
and
there was
Beanie.
some good back and forths there.
I almost want to put Suge Knight versus P Diddy.
No, she never
they're
did.
not rappers.
It don't matter.
I
but
know,
he's
but
right.
that's a
There was
hip
culture-
hop.
Well,
It's
sure.
a hip hop rivalry.
We can do
Yeah.
Suge Knight versus Diddy for Tupac and Biggie.
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually went deeper than that
Well,
because it was West Coast versus East Coast.
Yes.
It was a whole damn coast versus
Yep.
another whole coast.
People died.
It's
People
just
died.
those two were the quarterbacks.
facts.
That was the only thing.
Well said, JP. I
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
I like
So
that.
that's three. Was that four? That's four. Is that four? MC, right?
KRS, MC Shan, Jay-Z, Nas,
Yes.
Eminem versus everybody.
Diddy versus Suge Knight. I like this.
Yeah, it's a good list, man.
Good list, man.
That's three.
That's hip hop culture.
Episodes in a row.
I mean, history.
I like this.
Thank you very much for watching.
Subscribe and like.
Like and subscribe.
Come back, baby.
Unfriended, Unfriended.
Cheer!
Your favorite podcast.